All right, there are some major developments happening with Xelis mining, so that is what we're going to cover in this video, together with just kind of the general landscape of GPU mining. Xelis and HeroMiners is sponsoring this video, but not for me to tell you what a great pool HeroMiners is, even though I do genuinely think it is a great pool. It is a pool that I use myself personally, but no, they've sponsored this video to have me pick the winners for their $10,000 Xelis mining giveaway. So yeah, we'll do that kind of towards the end of this video. They wanted me to pick those winners just to kind of have, you know, there be no dodgy business going on with, you know, picking the winners. They wanted me, a, you know, third party with no vested interest in who wins. You know, I don't really care who wins. So they wanted me to pick the winners for that very reason. So that will be towards the end of the video, and that is also why I'm gonna try to, you know, record this whole video as just one long take. So there might be a few and ums along the way here. So thank you for bearing with me with that. But let's just jump straight into like this major update from Xelis, which is that for a while they have suspected that there might be FPGA miners on the network, basically getting a big portion of all of the daily mining rewards. And, you know, Xelis has made a decision here, which very much I believe is the correct decision to make, which is they have decided that they are going to fork the algorithm. So, you know, what that means is that they are going to try to kick all of those FPGA miners off the network in order for all of that reward that was going to those miners be and have that be redistributed back to us, you know, at home GPU and CPU miners. So basically, Xelis mining, once this happens, will start being significantly more profitable for us miners. Well, that is, you know, hypothetically at least, what is supposed to be happening from this. So we can see the tweet here directly from the Xelis community account, also reposted by the official Xelis Twitter account or X account. And that is that the date for this fork to happen is on July 10th. So just 9 days from when I am recording this. And you can see here, it does include the algorithm change to Xelis hash version 2. And as it says here, it will be both CPU and GPU mineable, and it will also introduce further FPGA resistance. So kicking off those FPGA miners, which means a big portion of mining rewards will be allocated back to us GPU and CPU miners. So great news there, in my opinion. Xelis mining might become a lot more profitable in the very near future. Not only, well, because we'll be getting a lot more coin for the same hash rate, in theory at least. So with that in mind, you know, let's look at the Xelis mining profitability and network hash rate and all of that. And I got that up kind of on hashrate.no here. And there are a few things here that I wanted us to look at. The very first being sort of these percentage changes over the last month, specifically for the yield. So that means how much actual Xelis coins are you receiving every day from your mining. And we can see that that's actually been going up this last month. Now, I don't think this is a month graph. Now, this is a week's graph here. So that's this percentage here. But even over the last month, it has actually been going up. So if all you're looking at is how many coins do you receive from mining every day, Xelis, you've actually been gaining a little bit more and more and more coin every single day over this past 30 days or so, on average at least. But of course, if we look at revenue, meaning how much, you know, money do you receive as the, you know, what is the coin that you're mining actually worth, it's gone down, right? So we can see here, day over day, the last month, mining profitability has gone down by about 37% mining Xelis. Now, why is that? Well, it is of course because of this. If we look about a month ago, we were up here, Xelis price was about $33 or so. And now, well, I guess it was around here a month was. So yeah, but around $25 there. And it's gone down and it's kind of settled now around like, I don't know, between $12 and $13, $14 or so. So a significant price drop. So that is why the actual kind of profitability number on calculators look like Xelis mining is a lot less profitable, but you're kind of still, from what it seems, receiving the same amount of coin every single day as you have been for this whole month. And that is kind of what I have been seeing too. And for, you know, other miners like me and maybe like you as well, who aren't selling every single day, but rather just stacking the coin, you know, we're less worried about the profitability numbers because coin prices fluctuate, but receiving the same amount of coin is what matters more to miners with that mining strategy, and that seems to have been pretty consistent. And we can see here the yield for Xelis. It's kind of gone up and gone down, but it's kind of stayed somewhat similar throughout this whole period. And I think let's next look at the network hash rate, because obviously how many coin you receive is basically a result of the network hash rate, so how many other people are mining it. And this is a little over a month of network hash rate, and it's kind of roughly stayed pretty flat. You know, it hasn't fluctuated that much over this period. It's kind of stayed there in the kind of 75 gigahash range. So with that in mind, there is also one thing I want to look at still before we get into picking the winners for the giveaway, and that is my personal mining results from this. More specifically, I want to bring up my wallet address here on HeroMiners, and as you can see here, this is one rig of 12 3070s, and you can see my earnings here: 0.47 on the 25th, 0.42, 0.47, 0.47, 0.44, 0.49. So we're between kind of 0.42 and almost 0.5 Xelis every single day with that rig. You can see down here is my worker. It is currently off. I turned it off just so I could record without the noise of the rig. But kind of my my hash rate is roughly 3 mega hash on that rig. It's a little bit more. I believe it's like 3.15. The average has obviously gone down because I've had it off for a while now, you know, setting up to record this video. But why I bring this up is because you can see kind of here my daily earnings over these past few days have been, you know, in the high 0.4s. But when I enter my numbers into the profitability calculator on hashrate.no here, you can see that they are expecting a result of 0.40 Xelis. So I'm making, you know, kind of significantly more than, you know, up to what was that, like almost 20% more every single day than this calculator is telling me I would. And that's also something I did bring up in my previous Xelis mining video, is that it does seem still like these profitability calculators do struggle a little bit to spit out accurate numbers for Xelis mining profitability, and that they do seem to lowball it quite significantly. So that is just something that I do want you to keep in mind. Those are just, I guess, my results. You know, your results may vary, but from my hash rate here, as you can see, there's been no day as low as that. I mean, obviously today is lower because we're only like halfway through the day, not even. But all other days, you know, it's been in the, you know, mid to high 0.4, definitely not 0.40 as hashrate.no is saying here. And with that, let's move on to pick the winners for the HeroMiners giveaway. Let me just make sure I'm still recording, and of course I am. Beautiful. So you might have seen this. I've mentioned it in my previous Xelis mining video. If you didn't, I guess I'm sorry you did miss this giveaway, because I'm about to pick the winners. But you know, HeroMiners, they do these kinds of giveaways very often to try and give back as much as they can to us, the mining community, part of why I do love HeroMiners. And as you can see here, we're about to pick a lot of winners. So they are giving away they're giving away $10,000 total in as Xelis, which will be, you know, deposited into your mining address if you do win. and they're giving $1,000 worth of Xelis to 5 miners, $500 worth to 5 miners, and $100 worth to 25 miners. So I'm about to pick 35 winners here. Now, the whole sort of how this all works is, you know, you had to be mining Xelis to the HeroMiners pool throughout the giveaway period. And during that period, at 5 random times, HeroMiners took what they call a snapshot of the miners on the pool, which basically means they noted down all the wallet addresses for all the people mining Xelis on the pool at that very point, and they added that list to a document, right? And then they did that 5 times, and each time they added that to that long list in the document. That also means if you were mining Xelis on the pool throughout this whole giveaway period, you will have been in all 5 of those snapshots, which means you actually have 5 chances of winning in this giveaway. And if you were only mining for a little bit, which means maybe you only ended up in 1 of the snapshots, you will have 1 chance to win. You'll have 1 entry, I guess is a better way of saying it. So what I have here is a list of every single wallet address from all 5 of these snapshots. So if you were mining throughout the whole period, your wallet address will be in this document here 5 times. And as you can see, it is a extremely long list of wallet addresses here. And if we just quickly scroll all the way down, we can see it is 12,011 winners, or not winners, entries in this list. So how on earth am I gonna pick 35 winners out of this many people? Well, I actually figured out a way I can do this to kind of have it done quickly and not waste my and your time. And that is that I'm going to, thankfully with Google Sheets here, there is a way to assign a random number to every single entry in the list here. So if I just do that formula, which is equals rand like this, and hit enter, what that now does is it assigns a random number between 0 and 1 to each of these cells when I click this little check mark here. So let's do that quickly. Now, what I'm going to do is, because all of these wallet addresses, all these entries have been given a random number between 0 and 1, I'm going to say that the 35 people that were assigned the highest random number will be the winners. And whoever has the absolute highest number is the first place winner. Second place winner has the second random highest number. I think you get what I'm saying here. The sort of people that were randomly assigned the very highest numbers between 0 and 1 will be the winners. Now there is one issue here, and that is as soon as I do anything in this Google Sheet, all of the numbers will update and change, because every time you do something, that's the kind of function of what this command or function does, is it keeps spitting out a new random number between 0 and 1. So my first initial thought was, okay, I will just sort this column here by largest number, and then the top 35 wallet addresses after sorting like that will be the winners. Now the problem with doing that is as soon as I right click here and sort from largest to smallest, is that then all of the random numbers will update. So it will sort by what the biggest number is right now, but as soon as I sort, it sorts by that number and then changes all the numbers. So it still doesn't look like I sorted by largest number. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to select all the numbers in this column, and I'm going to edit, copy them. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this column, I'm going to select it, and I'm going to edit, paste special, values only. So it will paste the values that were randomly assigned to every single wallet address in this column into this next column. And you can see when I do that, it will copy over all of these values that I do have here. But as I do that, it will also update all of these randomly assigned numbers as well. So let's, we'll give that a whirl, and this is, who the winners will be. So there we go. And as you can see, it did pasted all those numbers over, but it also changed all of the random numbers. But it is these numbers that we do go by. So I'm going to click here now on this column, and I'm going to sort it from Z to A. Just like that. And there we go. These are our 35 winners. So congratulations to these people. What I'll do is I'll select all of these, I will copy them in, and I will paste them in here, just like that. And here we can see all of the winners and how much you won. Pretty nice. Congratulations to all of these winners. And just to make sure, because you are not allowed to win more than once, so I do actually have a formula here, which would tell me if any of these wallet addresses were the same. Now, you might say many of these are very similar, and we've had that before with previous giveaways that I've helped like this. And usually when the wallet addresses are very similar, just a few different characters towards the end here, that is because they are exchange, like people's exchange addresses. So, these might be two addresses on the same exchange, but the two different people on that exchange. So these are two different sub-wallets on that exchange. So it is going to two different people. So I guess that is it. Thank you so much for watching. You can see my full guide on how to mine Xelis over on the screen here. But yeah, thank you for watching. Congratulations to the winner, and I'll see you in the next video.